what's going on, everybody? It is Jordan with the Bet Locker here to bring you another Thursday Night Football props edition for Week 12 in the NFL. The Bills going down to Houston to take on the Texans. Found some exploitable spots, some spots that I do like, a lot of spots that I do like in the DFS streets as well, and the betting streets. But I do think I did find some props that I like as well. So before we dive on in, as always, please like and subscribe. It does help out the small channel. And in my opinion, it does buy yourself some good karma. If you're not a member of the betlocker.com, just letting you know, we are on a heater again. Like I said, once the heaters start, they don't stop for a long time, and you just keep riding them, keep riding that train. And we are 8-0 the last 4 nights because I give out 2 dailies a night. And we're 8-0 in those picks the last 4 nights. So we are absolutely crushing. And we are 4-1 every single night, each sport, for our prop bets. So absolutely great couple weeks the last few weeks. So in NBA and in NFL. Now, having said that, I do think I like some picks tonight. And if you're on pick 6, obviously they have a free square tonight. So Josh Allen over 0.5 yards. And I did the research. I finally read the rules. And I was wondering why sometimes I can take that free square twice and why other times I can't. It's just a dollar limit. So it's a $10 limit. So if you do $10, then there's my dog. Obviously, see my previous videos. Freaking delivery guys. Anyways, Josh Allen, free square. With these free squares, it's a dollar limit. So $10 is the max. If you do a $10 bet, then you have to do at least 2 other picks with this. So it has to be a 3 pick and $10 max bet. However, you can split it up. So you can do a $5 bet for a 3 pick, and then you can do another $5 bet for a pick 6. So that's how that works. It's just a $10 limit, and you can split up that limit a little bit there and use this free square twice if you really want to. So having said that, at the same time, as always in these videos, we give 2 picks. So throw in this free square there because now your 2 pick tonight, luckily, just turned into 3 picks. So that's great. And it 10x's your money instead of only 3xing your money. So throw that in there. Now, I want to go for the Houston side. I want to go to, they're obviously going to go to big names for Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, on the Houston end, especially if you buy into the fact of the line at -5.5 says that Houston is going to be playing from behind and maybe possibly throwing more. That's probably true. But I don't really, I respect both defenses here. I respect Buffalo's defense and I respect Houston's defense, especially at home. We've been riding the betting train with Houston at home lately, and it's been paying off because their defense is really good. But at the same time, Josh Allen's very good and James Cook is very good too. So now, my point is, big names, I'm going to steer clear of big names because I do respect the secondary for the Bills. And I do want to go to a guy that's still been being targeted a lot. So in theory, if they are shutting down Nico Collins tonight and possibly Dalton Schultz, maybe not so much Dalton Schultz, but if they're starting a Nico Collins, and this is completely non-biased because Nico Collins is on my personal fantasy team. I want him to do good, but I think he's in a tough matchup. So I'm going to go to the second guy. I think this guy's been stepping up, and we've been all over the receivers for Houston every week because the week that Nico Collins went out, we went with Jalen Noel in the pick 6. He absolutely crushed that game. It was awesome. I can't remember. It was a few weeks back. But so we're going to go that same theory tonight in Jaden Higgins. If you look at, his receiving yards, so you can go one of 2 ways. I like his receiving yards, sure. But like I said, they don't give up any deep balls for Buffalo. So my same theory, you're not going to get that in one catch. So I like to go to his receptions, which is only at 2.5 right now. So if you look at the last few games for Davis Mills, and let me just pull it back up here. Last game against the Tennessee Titans, he had 7 targets on 4 receptions, 55 yards. Nico Collins still had 10 targets. Dalton Schultz still had 9 targets. But he had the third most. He had 7 targets. Go to the game before that against the Jaguars. Had to pass more. They were down early and they nonstop passing, right? But that's okay because guess what? Again, third most in targets. Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, Jaden Higgins, 7 targets on 5 receptions. So he's very efficient too because he runs those quick slants, those little quick, I can't remember what Madden calls them. Like the little end around with the long line coming behind the defensive line. He runs those types of routes. Man, I can't remember what route or what play I remember. Like, I can't remember what it's called, but he runs those quick little or those long sweeping routes across the entire field to where he's, if he's playing man, he's open. So that's why he's getting a lot of targets and a lot of efficient receptions on those targets. So 7 receptions both last games. And then let's go to the third game. Let's see how many targets he had that game. Xavier Hutchins had the third most, and Higgins only had 1 target that game. But they were playing a better defensive, and they were trying to run a lot more with Woody Marks and Nick Chubb that game. So doesn't matter. Last 2 games that have to pass more, which I think they're going to have to pass more in this situation. Jaden Higgins should be third in line for the most targets tonight. So I like his efficiency number to get at least 3 receptions. So more there. And then my second pick, honestly, is going to be a guy. I think that the Bills, even though while I do respect the both defenses, especially Houston, I do like because Houston really hasn't been giving up passing touchdowns, but they do give up rushing touchdowns. And so I like to go to, and this is great because usually with these running backs, and because, the books and the lines do respect both defenses as well, especially Houston, we get James Cook at even money for a touchdown. He's going to be out there 90% of the time. And I think this is skewed because Ty Johnson got his touchdown last week. He kind of vultured that. But if they get in any red zone opportunities and or goal line opportunities, it's going to be James Cook out there. And if they can save Josh Allen, they do, and they hand it off more. So unless they get in a must-win situation, like a must, we got to get this, then, the ball gets in Josh Allen's hands. But if they're controlling the game, it's going to be in James Cook's hands. And we get him at even money tonight. Usually this is like a 0.9, 0.8, like Josh Allen's is, but we get him at even money tonight. I love it. More than a anytime touchdown for him. So that'd be my 3 picks for tonight with the Josh Allen, free square. For listeners only, Jaden Higgins over 2.5 receptions and James Cook anytime touchdown. So go ahead and lock that in tonight. And then, like always, go ahead and go to thebetlocker.com. Here's a little sneak preview of the site. And I have the free picks posted, and I already have our premiums posted right now, plus our dailies that are 8-0 the last 4 nights. Go get those while they are hot. And we're going into the weekend, going to have our cheat sheet available, going to have our locker picks for college and football. Our college experts are back, and they are hungry to win because the last few weeks have been a little bit rough, and they're hungry to win. They've been texting and messaging me all week. So I'm looking forward to college this weekend for sure, too. So everything you see here, locker picks, DFS cheat sheets, prop bets, daily picks, and access to our Discord channel. You get all this for the dirt cheap price of $6.99 a week or $19.99 a month. Basically get 2 weeks free if you buy the month. And like I said, go join now because our premiums have been crushing. That's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. Like always, please like and subscribe on your way out. It does help us tremendously. And let's cash those tickets tonight. And let's go into tomorrow. Don't miss my video tomorrow. NBA Cup. And I love NBA Cup nights because very exploitable lines. And we're going to hit those props tomorrow as well. All right, that's it. We'll see you guys.